What is going on, everybody? My name is Alex. Welcome to another Call of Duty Vanguard Cold War COD 2024 Zombies video. We got a lot of information to digest right now, and I just gotta say that this video may be a little long. I don't know. We're gonna kind of free ball it here a little bit, but I want to divide it up into a couple of sections because Zapped has been crushing it on Twitter, giving us a ton of information. So we're gonna split this video up into three parts. The first part's gonna be Vanguard leaks and information. Then we're gonna talk about Cold War Year 2. Then we're going to talk about COD 2024. Now, I am pretty excited about all of this news. From what I understand, it seems like behind the scenes, Treyarch or whomever is calling the shots are making the right decisions in order to set us up for a successful Zombies experience come 2024. Now, that means we're going to have to wait a little bit of, a couple of years, but I think that is the right call. So let's start off with some of the Vanguard information. So again, most of this information comes from Zapped. I think there is one tweet that we have from Alex, but for the most part, it's from Zapped, and I will provide everybody's Twitter information in the description below and in the pinned comment. So please check out their Twitters if you want to get this information firsthand and not watch it from a sweaty COD Zombies YouTuber like myself. So Zapped says, I don't think I've said this yet, but Vanguard's going to have the most scrapped content out of any COD. So if you hear leaks from credible leakers about stuff for this game and it doesn't come true, that's why. So expect the roadmaps for Vanguard to be smaller than Cold War. Now, this is interesting because we've been, like he said, hearing about a lot of guns or modes or maps or anything that is supposed to be coming to the game, and then it's just radio silence, or they almost like backtrack content from the game. They've been doing this in Cold War 2 with WMD and the bundles with Ravenov. That's a little bit different of a situation, but specifically with Vanguard, they keep adding to the days with the battle pass for this season 2, and it's really for no reason other than that they're just having a hard time with development, and obviously the game is trash and they're trying to fix it, I guess. He also touches on how the Godzilla event for Vanguard was supposed to be coming in, but they also might have scrapped that, so kind of joining in with the first tweet. Then he tweets, interesting that Vanguard's current player count is higher than Cold War's. Makes sense since Vanguard is the current COD. Now, the latter part of this tweet we are going to hold off on, as this has to deal with more of the COD 2024 section of this video, but it is very interesting that Vanguard's player count is actually higher than Cold War's. From a multiplayer stance, I guess that makes sense, but this game is just so broken that I don't even understand how people are playing it. But I bet you dollars to donuts that the Zombies player count is probably in the tens, if at all. No one's playing that Zombies mode. People are loving Cold War Zombies, and Treyarch and Activision and Microsoft probably all know it. So then he has this last tweet up here, Vanguard 6 be like, and then he has the mystery box sound, when it changes locations where it laughs at you and goes bye-bye. So Vanguard Season 6 is not going to be happening. That is rumored to be cut. It's been rumored to be cut for a while as they keep adding on seasons, and now they are cutting even more content. So Zapped is 100% correct here, as leakers are going to leak, and Sledgehammer is going to cut that content right out of the game for God knows what reason. So now we're going to move on to the more interesting information regarding Cold War's Year 2 content cycle. And just for the record, again, all of these tweets are from Zapped and Alex. I'm not going to sit here and read from Zapped and from Alex every single time. Just know that that's where all this information is coming from. Probably should have said it at the beginning of the video, but we're doing it now. Zapped says, I just said I wouldn't do that, and then I went ahead and did it anyway. I got some bad news for people who want Cold War Year 2. He then tweets, so we are getting jungle in Cold War, but that might be the last map to release inside of this game. I've been told that we might possibly get 1 to 2 more maps after that, but don't count on it. He knows he retweeted something about 6 remastered maps not too long ago, but it was based off of the other leaker, not Alex's information. And interestingly enough, not Alex tweeted something about Plaza coming to multiplayer, and Zapped replied, interestingly enough, Plaza was leaked for Cold War a while ago. This was posted on April Fool's Day, but it wouldn't surprise me if the map releases in Cold War. There are a couple other remastered maps that were leaked last summer that were supposed to release in Cold War. But like he was saying with that jungle tweet, we are probably not going to be getting anything else other than jungle. So Cold War Year 2 content is actually seemingly not really going to be happening. We are going to be getting having the bundles and the 2 multiplayer maps, which I am so thankful for. And as long as that stuff comes to Onslaught, which fingers crossed, I think that will be good enough to satiate players for the time being until we get to Modern Warfare 2. Zapped also adds one of the other maps could possibly be firing range. Don't quote him on that, but it's a big possibility. Now, I would personally love to see firing range on Black Ops Cold War's engine. A lot of the maps from Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2, and hell, even Black Ops 4, have really translated well with the Black Ops Cold War engine. So anything they could port over would be absolutely welcome in my book. All right, guys. Well, now we are on to the last section of the video, COD 2024, and this is where most of my excitement lies. So let's start off by reading the last half of that tweet that Zap posted at the beginning of this video. Also, crazy how Treyarch has already started developing COD 2024's Zombies mode. Fingers crossed for the mode being amazing again, and he thinks it will be. Then he posted something, I can't remember which order these came out in. I think this was later after this particular tweet. I've been collecting this information for a few days now, so excuse me if I'm a little confused. He tweeted something plain Jane, and I'm going to be interpreting this as good news. But Zap just said round-based, and then said, I'm not referring to Vanguard, by the way. And in my opinion, this means that round-based traditional maps, the way that we want and the way that we love to play, is coming back to COD 2024. So now that I've just dumped all of this information on you, what exactly does it all mean? Well, in my opinion, I think it means that Activision, Sledgehammer, Treyarch, they all know that Vanguard is a dumping trash fire shit pile and that it's never going to get better. It doesn't matter what they do. They could give everybody the game for free, like they actually have been with these like 2-week trial modes, and people are uninstalling it after the first game. No one likes this game. And I think Activision, Sledgehammer, Treyarch know that, because let's face it, Treyarch is shouldering over 50% of the content in this game. They are doing League play, they are doing zombies, and what's Sledgehammer doing? Barely covering multiplayer. So yeah, Treyarch is doing 2/3 of the work right now. It's insane, actually. So in my professional and humble opinion, with all of this information coming from Zapped, by the way, this is like an ad for Zapped at this point, but I think that this means the devs and the publishers understand that Vanguard is lost. I just lost the game. If anybody knows what that means, put it in the comment section below. And they need to just move on to greener pastures. Stop working on this crappy game, fulfill your legal obligations, of course, but do the bare minimum. Start development on the next game. Make sure that that shit is polished as hell. Bring back what the fans want. Stop giving us more Vanguard content, but that's gonna mean we're gonna suffer for a little bit, but it's gonna be worth it, guys. So maybe kind of get off the Cold War Year 2 hype train. Get off of the Vanguard Zombies train at all, because it's just stuck in a ditch, and start thinking about the future. Start thinking about COD 2024. Would you rather have a bunch of content in Cold War for Year 2 and then have a half-assed Zombies game come COD 2024? Or would you rather have them put all of their eggs into the COD 2024 basket, do everything they possibly can to make it as epic as possible, maybe 2 launch maps, full-fledged Easter eggs, side modes, a full-fledged multiplayer, dark ether camos that actually work? Think about all of the great things and new things that they could add if they just have the time and we have the patience. I don't know, man. I think it's all good news. And I really don't have too much to say. I just wanted to share this news with you guys and kind of compile it all into one video, because he was tweeting a lot and there's a lot of information just coming all at once. And if I was given the keys to the castle, if I was given the keys to Bobby Kotick's office, actually, never mind. I don't want to go in that office. That place is evil as shit. But if I was given the keys to the castle and I was in control of Call of Duty, these are the decisions that I would be making. Give people a little bit of content to satiate them over the bland year that is Vanguard. Give them just enough to, not forget about COD, to remember how great the game is, but let's put our efforts into the future. But you see, while there is a huge focus on content and the development, I think that there is something that a lot of these studios are missing, and that is going to be discussed in a video that I have coming out in just a few days. So make sure to stay tuned for that. But with that being said, guys, what do you think about all of this information? Leave in the comments what you would do with the COD franchise if you were in charge of everything. Would you cancel Vanguard entirely? Would you have them revamp Vanguard Zombies? Would you do a Cold War Year 2? Or would you ask that the fans be patient while you create the next generation of zombies and multiplayer and Warzone or whatever the hell, Blackout 2.0? Who knows what's going to happen? What would you do if you were in charge of the Call of Duty franchise? Please leave your thoughts down below. I think that's a very interesting question. I would love to know what y'all think. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys all in the next one. Peace out, everybody.